and how to get a transition, okay, of that organic section here that would meet. And after a few tries, it came through me. Of course, this is too long. Should be cut off. But what it was is, of course, this is coming from the square, as you know. And what I did is, this is the main shaft. I forged the other one this way, the hook, sliced it. I forget which direction I sliced it, but it came about that I had, as I recall, square to square, and I put an arc weld here, deep arc weld, actually I think left a gap, arc weld, and then forged it out to the square, and then collapsed it for the point, okay? And if I had rehearsed that and I had the strength, blacksmith hands, I demonstrated it, but I'm not going to, okay? So you get the idea, right? Any questions on that one? So there's those, but before I made these, I was trying to replicate a scroll, tight scroll by Samuel Yelling, photograph of which at the back of the edge of the anvil by Jack Andrews. And I tried and tried, only later I realized the secret. I won't get it, I'll sketch it up later. Behind that scroll, in the course of it, I began to make these scrolls, all right? And this is an early one, not the earliest. I actually brought along, for complete embarrassment, the previous one, you know, early version, okay? Next version, I think this is my fireplace poker. Then later again. What's happening though, for more accents, you can see the difference in the twist. Okay. So rather than go, this was a more of an octagon. This is the squash octagon. So you get a deeper valley. So here it is. I'll take my shirt off. How am I doing? Mayor Koch. How am I doing? Am I doing okay? Great. Right. So we're still, what can you do with one piece of steel? In this case, you have a vise. So you can see how it's more interesting in this section. So for the last hour and a half, I submitted one of these pokers. I don't have the final product here, but what happened is, as I was making these, I made them larger, the head, and I was, with a lighter, you know, doing the old, and one day I had to adjust. Looking for my needle nose, okay. I had to adjust and went up and So I put a fairly large hole, about 3/8 inch hole in the middle, okay. Get it going, wrap one circle, and then hit, and it just wraps around on itself. And for a while, I made the squashed organic section for the full length. And I said, for what's not seen in the middle, I didn't do the full rounding. Flat, flat. Okay. You want to see it drawn, or you understand? Oh, you understand, right? Okay. So, and then it's just really a flat track. So I only do what's seen, okay, here in the very middle as the full squash. Okay. And these get now, for the ones that was out here. Anyone using the vinegar for pickling? 1, 2.
Any difference between the white or the apple?
Probably the price. Apple's going to be a lot more expensive.
So either one works fine.
And the other thing is, I don't know if the apple would be as strong an acid as the white.
Yeah, they're listed as on the label 5% acidity. There was one of the blogs, I think at iForge Iron, talking about putting the vinegar in the freezer, let the water freeze. What comes out, the remainder is higher concentrate. I don't know. You assume that the acetic acid, I think it is not freezing with the water.
Jonathan Nedboer suggests adding like about a tablespoon of salt per gallon.
Okay.
And did you go to the Havana conference?
No.
Okay. At the Havana conference, they were supposed to have an experts roundtable with the engineers there, and that question was supposed to be submitted to them. Why would adding salt to the vinegar increase the efficacy of the pickle? And
yes.
I never got an answer back. I'm trying, when I catch up with Bill Clemens. But Jonathan Nedboer and 1 or 2 other people have talked about adding some salt to the vinegar, that it makes it work better.
So what, from my experience, it's all new to me, what comes out is the forged piece, and the scale is still on it, but it's now like a dust. And it comes off even with a hand brush, down to bare steel. Then I'm taking it to 8-inch Black & Decker wire wheel on the bench grinder. I didn't bring it. It's one thing I didn't bring is back in Dover, Delaware, I came upon these wire wheels, and they're woven wire, but they're this big, you know. And I used to put all these pieces up against that. Okay, most of the scale would come off, but this thing is running so fast, so strong, it never wears down, and actually it's taking off the metal. The sparks are coming off. Okay, so let's see. Pass this one. So it's down here. The suction, the twist. Oh, before I do. I don't know why it is, but I would do a poker with the transitions. This is the thorn twist, how it's done. That squashed octagon twist, how it's done. The spiral handle. And the Smiths liked it. Customers liked it. Okay, as versus, you know, I'm gonna hold on to this for a while. Those 2. Then moving on to the thorn twist. Okay, thorn twist. Thorn twist. The thorn twist. Coming up. Coming up. Coming up. Don't see that. That's a hidden one. Okay. Thorn twist. Yeah, over here. So, you're familiar with the thorn twist, I think, by now? Okay. Later I'll tell the story about that one. So here's the thorn twist, full length. Again, we're back to, we're sort of going from what you can do with one piece to using available parts. So this is a hex nut, all right? And then it's a spacer, steel pipe, all right? You'll see that. And then arc weld, washed out with forging. Not even a forge weld, just washed it out. And this went into the pickle bath. All right, so there's no scale on this, and Rust-Oleum clear enamel. So it has that glassy finish, and some of these pieces are with the Krylon matte acrylic, so they're flat. Then variations. So now I was trying to get a deeper thorn, but this is the squash section, all right? And then through the, so it's a section approaching, it's this section with the points. And then the thorn twist, and it's a bit unique. And the other version is the thorn twist, but don't back twist, continue twisting in the same direction as the original twist. All right. It seems some of the pieces didn't pickle through, so the big thorn twist, the scale didn't come off by the vinegar. And I'm thinking, okay, I think that's coal forge. Because later, I'm using coke and propane. So I have a gut feeling the oxidizing fire of the coal is really putting on heavy scale. I think this is a great exercise. The steel was unique. It's 1/4 inch square, but with the edges knocked down. I'm not going to find it again, but maybe use hexagonal.